Hello people, welcome back to the next part of my playthrough of Final Fantasy XIII. So, between this video and the last video, you remember by the last video I was running around the Mahabara and Vanille had just fought her Eidolon battle with Hecaton. In between that video and this video, I've decided to run back to the Archylte Steppe, and I want to show you this particular Seath Stone mission. There are dotted around the Archylte Steppe. There are certain Seath Stones that you need to defeat, or Seath Stone missions that you need to defeat in order to get rid of blocking blocks that are blocking your path to certain areas. So this one, Seath Stones are red Seath Stones are blocking ways, and they will complete the mission and they will dissipate. So this one is an enemy called a Geiseric, or a Geiseric, however you pronounce that. It's a big hulking Seath. I'm going to take that on. Now it's a pretty tough fight because this Seath hits pretty hard, but if you buff up right, then you should use your right buffs and the right techniques. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh yeah, and you'll also notice I've changed our party around. I've just sort of experimented with different parties. So for this one I've got Fang as the leader, and Vanille and Saz. Because Saz is a good synergist and Vanille's a good saboteur, and they're two skills that will be useful in this fight. So where this the Seath Stone mission monster is, it's just right up in the north of the Archylte Steppe.
Let's speed things up.
The only problem with this setup is the aggression, having the aggression paradigm, because the only other commando I've got is Saz, and he's predominantly a magic user, although you'll still get the extra commando sort of attacking the other enemies, then but he's still magic based, yeah. That one I have to, oh no, I can get that up. I'll get that one later. So now in this area here, there's normally little imps, but because we've accepted that mission, there's a lot of Seath up here. It's the Taxims. Do you remember them from the ruins of Padra and the Yashas Massif? So these things that got high HP, but they do stagger very easily. But I think they're also immune to shell and protect, so dog de-shell and de-protect, so inflicting imperil on them helps so you get your elemental damage.
Don't get predictable. Eat this!
Relentless assault. It's better so you can just focus on getting rid of one of them. Yeah, in a fight like this, just pick them off one by one. And try to attack all of them all at once. Saz is being quite badly hit, but just switch back to the relentless assault and just keep him launched in the air. You should be fine.
Yes!
Let's fight a few more, get more Crystarium points.
Time for a change.
It would be taken to imperil much.
Back under your rock.
So this Geiseric, whatever you want to call them, is... Where is it? Oh, right. I'm going completely the wrong way. He's just past those Seath up here. Oh, that's got a couple more. That's entirely worth it. Let's see if I can... It'll be a while before we can get him another access, but I'll work towards it. Because I've been kind of neglecting Saz in these playthroughs, just because he's not really good for much. He's not exactly the best character for general all-round. Oh, no. He's not the best all-round character. He tends to be. He's just a weak character. Alright, so up here, where this thing is. Ooh, he's a big bugger. With a sunflower face. first thing you want to do is Libra. So, yeah, that percussive blow is quite a nasty attack. So you'll just want to get as many debuffs onto him as possible.
Time for a change.
And then when he's staggered, just absolutely lay into him.
Don't want to lose, do ya?
You keep health topped up. Just going to put a few buffs on ourselves. Feel free to switch to a defensive.
Time for a change.
Switch to a defensive paradigm to reduce the damage of that savage stomp. Oh, when he does murderous might,
Don't want to lose, do ya?
the Geiseric becomes available, and that does a lot more damage, but you can get rid of it very easily.
Appreciate it.
Buffs it up, and then we're well buffed up, so the one problem is you just can't seem to launch him. Oh, you can. I just wasn't really having any luck trying to launch him, but I might stick with this one because there we go. Not too difficult, just as long as you buff yourself up correctly. And from that you'll get a royal armlet. And also another thing, if you want to take that thing on again, he's one of the rare monsters in the game that will sometimes drop. I think he drops what's it? It's one of the things for I think a power wristband that he drops. So it's worth trying to fight that thing a few times and getting yourself some power wristbands, and you can either use them to further strengthen your commandos, or you can sell them on. They do sell for quite a nice amount of money. And as you'll know if you've been playing through this game, money is very hard to come by in this game. Incredibly annoying. I've mentioned that about 100 times in this game, but it's true, it is bloody annoying that there's skills so difficult to find in this game.
Enough out of you. Nothing. Could have been worse. Eat this.
So just before I finish this video, I'll just show you that path that getting that seed stone has unlocked. There's does unlock a nice area, which I won't say anything more until we get there. But die-hard Final Fantasy fans will know probably know what's there. Oh, we haven't fought these things. Yeah, do you remember the Munchkins in Yash's Massif? These are basically like tougher versions of them. And they're tough because they're quite resistant to physical attacks. So I don't know why I've got 2 commandos on. This is one of these fights that would be better with better magic users, but so I had to switch to that because they were knocking me about a bit. But even though they're I don't think they're immune to D-shells, so... No, D-protect even. I know they're immune to D-shell, but they're not... Oh, shut up, me. As we've discovered yet, they're not immune to D-protect, so feel free to switch to Saboteur will inflict them with D-protect and D-shell.
Could have been worse.
Realised that thing was staggered. It wasn't staggered for much long because it was dead. Ooh, still don't feel fully confident enough to take on one of those adamantulids, but I don't think it'll be too long before I am confident enough to take them on. Definitely not going to be able to take on the adamantoids. That's the big tortoise thing with the big tusks. Yeah, it's going to be a good wee while before you're comfortable enough taking those things on. And when I say long time, like near the end of the game.
Thanks for coming. You're nothing.
So we're almost back at that area, just in that little gap in this mountainside here. Actually getting kind of boring fighting these Gorgonopsids because they're It's very easy to defeat now, and they don't really give you a huge amount of CP. This is one of these fights where Saboteur really will help, because the big flans are horrible. See how much damage they've done to poor Saz. We'll have to switch to healing.
Follow my lead.
D-shell at least, so let's spam into that. Oh shit.
Eat this.
Merged into a super flan. But I still kick the jobs. Haha. So there, look, the road is clear now. So let's pop up and see what's here. Oh, another big flan first. Make short work of this.
Don't want to lose, do ya?
Bye-bye. Here we go.
Oh! Wait, I know that smell!
So up here is something very smelly, apparently.
I knew it! Hey, you!
It's chocobos!
Are you kidding me? Whoa! Wait! Whoa! Wait! Hey, what we got here? New friends, huh? Why don't you go say hi? You keep growing like that, you'll be bigger than me before long, won't you? Maybe it'd be best to just say goodbye here. Hey, oh! Come on! Jeez! Come on, I was just kidding. Yeah, I know. You're sticking with me till Dodge wakes up. Could be a long wait. No one knows. Oh. Quick. Hey, what? Oh, wait, you watching me or something? Say something, or something. What?
Didn't want to interrupt. And, you know, I didn't quite know where to begin.
You don't have to begin anywhere. What happened to Dodge? Wasn't your fault.
But Saz,
You got more than enough weight in your shoulders already. It was my fault at your day, letting Dodge out of my sight like that. That one's on me.
And you're just gonna deal with that on your own. Is that it?
I don't have to. I got this guy. And you? You got Vanille. You weren't alone. That kept you going, didn't it? Listen to me, trying to act all parroty.
Well, don't give up. You're getting the hang of it. Really.
Okay, so found the area of chocobos, and there's a lot of these things, Sahagins. These enemies are predominantly water based, so thunder attacks are the way forward with these guys.
Not so fast. Yes!
And there's also slightly stronger versions of them. Those green ones are called is it Orobons? Yeah, Orobons, or Orobons, if you want to pronounce that. They're like tougher versions of them. So, if you're going to be spending a lot of time in this area, it might be worth your while equipping like a full tide.
Change of plans.
Oh shit. Yeah, they've also got a really nasty habit of all ganging up on one particular gang member and doing that attack.
Enough out of you.
Let's get back to taking them out. Take the Sahagins out because they're weaker. Also, something else that might help if you're doing this at quite low levels. If you're doing this at low levels, have someone else in your party be a sentinel and just divert all the attacks away from your main team with them. Oh yeah, that water attack also inflicts you with slow, which is annoying. As is any status element.
Change of plans. Hardly worth the effort.
Now, normally in Final Fantasy, these chocobos, you can ride them, and you will be able to ride these chocobos soon, but not right now. There's a mission in the middle of the. There's a Seath Stone mission in the middle of the Archylte Steppe that you need to take on before you can ride chocobos. You need to get something called Geiseric reins, and that just basically gives you the ability to ride the chocobos. I will save that for another video. In the meantime, I'm gonna stop this broadcast now. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon for the next broadcast. So bye bye for now.